Hey, it's Melissa. Welcome to my $100,000 stock experiment, 2023, week 12. The Melissa method is my attempt to implement the CAN-SLIM trading methodology developed by William O'Neill. I'm trading in my own retirement account and I don't have any tax implications. It's my video diary, sharing my stock journey. Help me celebrate my successes and learn from my mistakes, but this is not an endorsement to purchase any stocks that I bought or to buy stocks in general. According to the IBD at investors.com, the market is in correction. Plus, we're continuing to see more new lows than new highs. The Steve Sweats window of opportunity is open, though. The S&P 500 index was up 1.4% for the week. It is below my yellow line in the sand, and it is below its 50-day simple moving average, which is that red diagonal line, but that line is trending up slightly. It did close the week above the 8-day simple moving average, which is also trending up. The S&P 500 index is not looking great, but it did hold its own for the week and didn't fall apart totally. The NASDAQ Composite Index is looking better. It's up 1.7% for the week. It is above my yellow line in the sand, and it closed above its 8-day and its 50-day simple moving averages. I did make a few purchases this week, including DXCM, stock symbol DXCM. When I looked at it this week, I'm like, this is a messy chart with a long consolidation. Then I looked at the 1-year chart and it didn't look much better, nor did the 2-year chart. Remind me why I bought this stock? So I did like that DXCM had earnings per share that had been increasing nicely and sales had been steadily increasing. This little chart on the left is from MarketSmith, one of the IBD premium products. Plus, Medicare approved DXCM device for use with type 2 diabetes, so I expect the sales on this stock to jump. I've held DXCM for 1 week and I have a loss of 1.9% or $194. I did make a B2 and that one sold 2 days later. So I held that one the 3 days and I took a 4.8% loss. And I did cancel my B3 purchase when my B2 sold. So I don't have any open orders on this and I'm going to just hold the B1 position. Stryker Corp, stock symbol SYK. This is another medical company. I held it for the 4 days and I have a 0.1% loss or a $15 loss. And I did raise my floor up to the red diagonal line, the 50-day simple moving average, right around 265.20, I think is where I put my floor. Apple Inc., stock symbol AAPL. I've held Apple the 4 days and I'm up 1.5%. I did make a B2 that I've held for 3 days and that has a loss of 0.8%. I did raise my B1 floor to 152.10, which is near the 31-day exponential moving average, and my B2 floor I left at a 5% loss at 153.45. This chart has a couple good examples of resistance and support. Right around my green horizontal line, which is my buy line, I have 3 red arrows where this stock had come up to that price but not gone over that price. And that happened 3 times with those 3 red arrows. That's called resistance. And then support, the last 3 days have had support where you can see that at the green arrow that it's come down to that price but hasn't gone below it. So we're going to hope that this support holds. CBAY Therapeutics, stock symbol CBAY. I have 1 buy in CBAY. I've held it 3 days and I have a loss. I'm down 5.6%. I don't have a floor right now, but I did put a mental floor at $8.25 and I do not have a broker stop limit order on that. So I'm going to have to go in and manually sell this if it falls. I also did not put orders in for a B2 and a B3, so I'm going to just try a B1 on this one and see if I can catch it when it's ready to take off. NVDA Corp, stock symbol NVDA. NVIDIA was up 4% for the week. I have 3 buys in NVIDIA. I've held them all a week and 2 days. My B1, I'm up 10.1%. My B2, I'm up 7.5%, and my B3, I'm up 4.9%. I did raise my floor to the 31-day exponential moving average for my B1. Then I saw that I had over a 10% gain in this stock, and I don't like to let a double-digit gain turn into a loss. So I did change my B1 floor to 1% above my purchase price. So my B2 floor I put at the 16-day simple moving average, that diagonal green line, and my B3 I put at the low of the week. So Arista Network, stock symbol ANET. Arista has been on a winning run. I have 3 buys in Arista. My B1 I've held for 3 weeks and a day, and I'm up 21%, which is great. My B2 I've held for just the 3 weeks, and I'm up 18.7%. And my B3 I've held for 2 weeks and 3 days, and I'm up 15.5%. I did raise my B1 floor to around a 10% gain at 152.95. My B2 floor I put around a 5% gain at 155.35. And my B3 floor I put at that 16-day simple moving average. Weekly percentage change shows 1 box for each week or portion of a week I've held the stock. So I have 4 new purchases this week, which is a lot. Every week I'd like my stocks to be beating the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. This week, 3 of my stocks did not beat the S&P 500 or NASDAQ, but I've only held them a partial week also. So my losing stocks were CBAY, SYK, and DXCM. Then Apple is sandwiched right between the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. It was up 1.5%. S&P was only up 1.4%, but NASDAQ was up 1.7%. And then the 2 stocks that I've held for more than a week, ANET was up 3.5% this week, and NVDA was the big winner, up 4.1%. The current holding bar chart shows 1 bar for each week or portion of a week I've held the stock. The dashed black line is my $10,000 purchase, so if it's below that line, it's losing. And if it's above that line, it's a winner. My $12,500 is my 25% profit that I'm trying to get to within 8 weeks. And the yellow line at 9,200 is my 8% max floor. So right in the middle, CBAY in the pink is the biggest loser this week. My $10,000 has dropped to $9,442. And then DXCM is a slight loser with 9,800. SYK on the right hand side in the yellow, it's just about even, as is Apple in the red on the left. So the biggest winner on this chart is ANET, which has grown to $12,113 for my B1 purchase. Industry breakdown shows that I'm most heavily weighted in medical stocks, and I have 3 buys there: DXCM, SYK, and CBAY. My next heaviest concentration is in the computer networking with Arista Networks, where I have 3 buys. NVDA and semiconductors, I have 3 buys, and then Apple, I have the 2 buys. I still have $21,000 in cash where I can make a new purchase this week or add-on buys. This week, the S&P 500 was up 1.4%. Year to date, it's up 3.4%. NASDAQ was up 1.7% or 13% year to date. And the Melissa method was only up 0.6% this week, and my year to date is 11.9%. After 12 weeks, my $100,000 has grown to $111,892. It's behind the NASDAQ, which has grown the most. The NASDAQ is up to $112,970, and the S&P 500's $100,000 has grown to $103,425. Each week I look and see where I have my gains and my losses. So the stocks that I held last week and still hold this week, the change in value from last week to this week, they went up $1,652. And the new stocks that I purchased, including the one that I sold, I took a total loss of $946. So I would have been much better off had I not bought any new stocks this week. I do have a short watch list. 3 of the stocks were there last week: AXON, FTNT, and INTA. And then I also added security techs. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for my next episode, or better yet, subscribe to my channel, The Melissa Method. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want an alert when I post a new episode.